Hello students, welcome to another video on the chapter Metals for class 7 chemistry. Today we are going to read about the different properties of metal and uses of some basic metals that we use in a day-to-day life. You all know that the elements, there are around 118 elements which have been divided into metals, non-metal, metalloids and noble gases. So out of these, the metals that we talk about, generally they have a particular shine, and also they are placed on the left side of the periodic table. There are around 88 metals out of the 118 elements. The metals are the chemical elements which have the capacity to lose electrons and to form the positive ions called the cations. So generally metals, if you consider sodium, magnesium, these are the metals and they have the capacity to lose the electron. They give the electrons and form the positive ions, because once we give the electron, that is a negative charge, it becomes positively charged itself and they are called cations. Then the metals like gold and platinum, generally they occur free in the nature, like they are in the free state because they are not very reactive. They are found in their pure form. Also the metals which are very reactive, they generally form their oxides, carbonates, sulfides and chlorides, and such compounds are known as the mineral ores. And it is from these ores that the metal is extracted. And do you know that aluminium is the most abundant metal found in the Earth's crust, iron being the next, and sodium and magnesium are also found in the seawater. So as I told you, there are 88 metals out of 118 elements in the periodic table. Now speaking about the properties of metals, if we talk about the physical state, it is generally the solid. Metals are generally solid at room temperature. They are having some exceptions, like mercury is a liquid, sodium and potassium, they are not very hard solids, they are soft. And if we talk about the hardness of the metals are generally the hard substances. We need special tools to cut the metals. Exceptions again being sodium and potassium, which are soft and can be easily cut. Then there is a particular luster to the metal, that is, they are very shiny. The density of the metals are generally high and they are the heavy metals are generally heavy, and some metals like sodium and potassium are exceptions as they have low density. The conductivity, if we talk about the heat and electricity, both can be easily conducted by the metals. So you can say they are the good conductors of heat and electricity. Malleability is the property when the metals can be beaten into sheet or flattened into sheets, and that is why you can see the gold foils, the silver, they can be beaten into sheets, even zinc. The ductility is another property in which the metals can be drawn into wires. So again, you can say that you are using gold jewelry which are having very thin wires and shapes are made out of it. So that's because of the ductility property of the metals. Then when we talk about sonority, it is that there is a ringing sound when we strike a metal. Even the melting and boiling point of the metals are very high. Again, there are exceptions of sodium and potassium as they don't have very high melting and boiling points. The tensile strength is the quality because of which the metals, we say they can bear a lot of strain. You can see that we use metals in making buildings, etc., because they are very strong and can bear a lot of strain. They used to make the different things which are used to lift heavy weights, are generally they are made up of metals. It is because of the good tensile strength of the metals. Now talking about the uses of the metal, if we start with there are numerous uses, you can say, in your house, office, wherever. If you just see around where you're sitting, you can find a lot of things made up of metal. Even the safety pin has some metal in it, and the nuts and bolts around the buildings, the jewelry, the utensils that you use in kitchen, all are having some or the other metal. So to start with aluminium, we can say that it is a silvery light metal, and as it is lightweight, it is used in making the aluminium foil. It is used for making the aircraft structures. Lightweight it is, and it is a good conductor, also used in high voltage power lines. Even some cooking utensils are made out of it. And then if we talk about the other metals like copper and iron, you will see that copper is a good conductor of electricity. It is used in electrical wires, switches and motors. It is used in making the base of iron is made in bridges, bars. You may be using them in your house construction. And the wrought iron is the purest form of iron used in the furniture and gates. And also, iron is used to make steel, and with that steel, we make many substances. Talking about lead, which is again a gray, silvery gray heavy metal used in the storage batteries in automobiles and inverters. They are very dense, durable, and they do not corrode. And it is also used in roofing and as covering for electric cables. It is traditionally used for making the water pipes and linings of water pipes, even though now it has not been done as it is found that it is poisonous. Even the tips of bullets are made with lead. Then tungsten is another hard silvery metal which is having a very high melting point, and it can bear a lot of heat, intense heat. So it is used in the welding equipments, in the furnaces. It is used for making metals mixed with other metals to strengthen them. And it is also used in making filaments in the incandescent light bulbs. Talking about the precious metals like platinum, gold, and silver, you know that they are all malleable and they can be used to make jewelry. Platinum is even used in making electrodes. Silver is used in making the coins in jewelry. Gold is also used for those same reasons. And then if we talk about the alloy, it is a homogeneous mixture of a metal with other metals or non-metals, and generally we make alloy so that the metal becomes more stronger, it is less brittle and more ductile. Like you know that iron by itself can rust, but if I mix iron with some other metals, it will become a non-rusting, non-corrosive alloy. Similarly, examples of alloys can be stainless steel, in which the main metal is iron, and bronze, which is a copper alloy. Even duralumin is there, which is an aluminium alloy. So with this, I am very sure you have understood the properties of metals and the uses of some of the basic metals. If you have liked the video, don't forget to hit the like button and comment on it. Thank you for watching.